All right, welcome back to Enterprise Vibe Code. By now, if you're into AI agents like I am, you've probably heard of Steve Yeagy's Gastown, and that's what brought you to this video. Is you Googled Gastown tutorial for beginners. You probably saw this crazy long Medium article that has a bunch of new terminology, and I just kind of wanted to make it a little bit more accessible to somebody who just wants to get their feet wet with it. I have my own write-up with it. All these links will be in the description. I kind of wrote about my experience on my newsletter, enterprisevibecode.com, and why I am now paying $200 a month for Claude Code. So to get started, go to the Gastown repo. We can actually from somebody commented. Oh, I wish I here CEZX. I don't know. CZX 9888 commented, I clone repo install Claude in this repo init, and then ask Claude, hey, I want to start a new repo with project using Gastown. 4 minutes and create my app with Claude. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Just as a quick start to get into this. So I'm in my terminal. I actually uninstalled some of the requirements here. I uninstalled beads. I uninstalled tmux. Let's make dir Gastown 1. I already have a Gastown regular directory, Claude, and then let's say I also have whisper flow, so I can talk and it'll type. I want to use Gastown in this directory, and I want to modify it and check it out as a rig project. Please install Gastown and all of its dependencies. Let's see if that works. I mean, that's the weird thing with we need to consider with agents, is that all this is like new, and you can ask it to do basically everything. So it's going to fetch this, and it's going to figure out how it all works. And yeah, let's just accept edits, and then okay, so it detected, dependencies, go and get are good. Let me install tmux and proceed with setup. So it's going to brew install, and then it should also install beads at some point, but it's cloning. Actually, let me tear down my existing oh, that probably wasn't good. I had like my existing Gastown up, and while I uninstalled tmux, so I don't know, that'll be interesting. All right, we're installing beads at latest. Ooh, latest, not just named version, but we are going off of a dev version. Great. Perfect. Sorry, I just got a deviated septum nose surgery, and I'm blow my nose a little bit. Okay, so go mod install. Cool. Yep. Let's do that. Which gastown version 021. Okay, cool. Great. It's working. It's initializing gastown and adding as a rig project. Cool. This is my old gastown instance. Let me exit. So gtmare attached. That's the command that we want. Creates a rig. And then at some point it should be like set itself up. So I guess to kind of, you've cloned this and one is the rig. I'll set up the HQ and add gastown as a rig project. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Creating a mayor. Okay, so it's initializing all these mayor. So the mayor is the head Claude agent that you're going to be talking to mostly. And then the mayor is going to be managing a bunch of other Claude instances. So this is distinct from subagents, where subagents typically like stop out if they get confused and you can't like jump into a subagent process, right? But with this, with kind of the beauty of gastown and tmux, that's kind of the big lever here, is that we have different terminal sessions with all these different Claude code instances. Okay, cool. So then create, great. Now fully installed. Here's summary. Start the mayor session. Okay, cool. So I'm going to get out of this Claude code, and then I'm going to say, oops, GT mayor attach, gastown mayor attach. So mayor session not running, starting. So this is now the mayor Claude code instance. It's doing its prime startup stuff. So each of these Claude code instances has a role, and this mayor kind of, the fancy word is orchestrate a bunch of different Claude code instances with different roles. So we'll go through those roles as we encounter them. So rig in gastown parlance is just a Git repo, but it's a project or whatever. It is a wrapper around a Git repo. So there's a lot of state that needs to get tracked with orchestrating all these different agents. So it's a rig is a way to kind of wrap the state within for that repo. Okay, cool. So town status, 1 rig, gastown, 0 polecats. Polecats are workers that you can sling work to. Sling is the verb for the mayor assigning out work. Crew, I haven't really used crew all that much. Maybe I'm using gastown wrong, but very, very likely. I probably need to figure that out a little bit better. Agents, the mayor, which is where we're at. Deacon is a daemon that kind of goes around and makes sure that agents are up and running. Or maybe that's the witness. Witness, I think witness gets the messages. There's like mail that different agents, primarily mayor to the polecats, like they talk back and forth with a specific like agent mail. And then refinery agent. So these are all like separate Claude Code instances, just to like be super clear. These are all agents and they all have their own terminal session. The refinery is super special because it tries to, once the polecats are done with their work and are done making the changes and make a PR, then the refinery manages those changes because you may be making a bunch of changes in parallel, and the refinery goes and it's a merge queue. So it decides whichever one gets done first, it tries to merge that one first, and then it kind of makes the next, like it merges that and then makes updates to the next one, right? It makes updates to the next PR based on that first PR going in. So it deals with all the merge conflicts and all kinds of stuff that happens with kind of massively parallel systems, massively parallel agent systems. Okay. Ready work, issues with no blockers, shutdown. Okay. Mole town shutdown molecule. So molecule is kind of a Yagi likens this to Kubernetes, where it's orchestration, right? We're assigning out work and then certain worker nodes like work on things. So molecule is kind of a series of steps, like a predefined series of steps for an agent to use when it takes on a piece of work. So maybe think of it kind of like a Helm chart or something, where it's or you could think of it as like if you're using agents, like if you normally use your agents.md file, it's like a mini agents.md file for this worker for this piece of work. So all these roles are like defined in the Claude.md or agents.md file. I'm not totally sure where they're defined, but it's basically all these roles are defined in plain English. Hook empty. So hook is where the polecat takes on, like, is the queue for the polecat to take on work. Inbox, that's the agent mail. Okay, session flyer. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Sweet. So let's. I forgot to. I'm gonna flex a little bit here as a contributor to Gastown. I've put in a number of different PRs and all generated by Gastown. I've never even really seen the code. So yeah, that's the kind of vibe that we're going for here. Vibe coding. All right. So I've been working on the dashboard. So please launch dashboard. And let's launch dashboard. Ship in the background. So dashboard launch, background task. Okay. Failed. Localhost. It's usually 80, I believe. 8001. Oh, probably because the other one's running. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't shut down my other version of Gastown properly, so that's probably 8080 is probably the old one. 8081 is our current one. So we can see Gastown convoys. So convoy is a wrapper around beads. So there's a lot of different terms here. So bead is a unit of work. You can think of it as like an agent lightweight Jira. A convoy is kind of if those beads require work across different rigs or repos, right? So convoy tracks all the different beads that are required to make a piece of work happen. Refinery merge queue, so that's the it's local to us, so it's trying to get our PRs in, and not necessarily anybody else's. So polecat workers, this might be showing my existing polecat workers from my other. This might get all messed up here. Yeah, because it says Roxas. Okay. Please shut down all idle polecat workers. And generally, Cloud Code can figure out what you mean, even if it's not spelled correctly. No active polecats found. Oh, great. All right. So this is going to be a little bit messed up, but whatever. So just know that I had another whatever instance of Gastown, and it's fine. Okay. Let's think of a feature that we want to add here to the dashboard. Gastown convoys. Let's say maybe since like I'm getting all messed up in it, like in terms of Gastown instances or whatever, maybe do like path. We show the directory. Let's create a convoy to show the directory that Gastown is currently running in on the dashboard. For example, like maybe don't actually merge this or whatever, but let's do that, and then yeah. So sometimes it needs to like figure out how Claude, like with binaries, it needs to run it incorrectly first and then correctly. So it says Gastown is at directory on dashboard. So it's going to, so there's town level beads and then rig level beads, kind of two sets of issues where it's tracking. Let's see. So it's trying to figure out how the slinging works and whatnot. This is like for Claude doing anything, it likes to like it'll try and fail. Like since Gastown isn't like baked in, it's not trained on Gastown, it needs to kind of like figure out what's going on. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. That it's moving. And then yeah, it tries and fails a little bit to found existing database, and yeah, these are just kind of, there's like error messages that are, gonna block you, and then there's like kind of warnings that you just kind of can massage past. Okay, cool. So you can see here, this showed Gastown directory, status stuck. Let's see, create visible, probably. Okay, couldn't attach at rig level. Okay, please repair the BD database. Okay, so it's cool. It fix it by deleting it, probably. Yeah. Which is fine. Like we are, it's all backed by Git, and we can go and get it if we need it again. Database, let me sling it to Gastown. Okay, so now it's spawning a polecat. Active polecats. Cool. So we see the refinery is up. Result, convoys on dashboard. Okay, so this was like a error. Well, it's working fine. Okay, cool. So how we can jump around to different polecats and like different Cloud Co instances is I did a Control B, and then we can jump over to where Gastown. Let's see, Gastown Furiosa. Okay, here. So, oh, it's got work. So this is a weird situation where I am, okay, so it spawned a different one, hopefully. All right, so I'm working with my two different versions of Gastown, which is, of course, confusing. And this is a beginner tutorial that, you know, great, perfect. Okay. So it says Furious is working. But that might be because I was in there. Let's look at Nooks. And does it get active? Oh, yeah. Okay. Please sling the work to the polecat. I had a previous Gastown instance that I did not properly shut down, so all of the polecats you see are from the other one. Please fix. Okay, cool. So I might understand that. Starting session 4, Gastown Furiosa. Okay. Okay, cool. So you see that this is it's like starting with a prompt here. All right, I kind of screwed myself with doing this second. Oh, because I attached to, oops. I wonder if it's two different mares or I'm not in the right mare. Probably. That might be it. All right, we're shutting down. Sorry. Did not think through. Shutdown complete. Okay. Gastown mare attached. Mare session not running. Starting. Again, you should not encounter this much problems given given that I was trying to show it as a tutorial of like how to get started from whole cloth. I ended up kind of screwing myself with two different versions of Gastown. It is not this complicated. Okay. All right, so let's Gastown shut down. Okay, let's shut down. Okay, so it cleaned up everything. We should. Okay. Gastown, mare, attach. So let's attach to our second one. I'll clean this up in like the real video and things will be whatever, magic. Oh, hey, how's it going? Hey, chat. Sorry, I was kind of debugging stuff. Hey, all. How's Gastown behaving on the token spending part so far? I have the Claude Code $200 a month version, and it spends out on that that entire session. So it is expensive. It's using all I spent it out on the $100 a month session, and then I like upgraded and then had another like whatever session's worth, and I was able to spend that out. So it is expensive, but at the same time, it's also like a developer or multiple developers, whatever, on your laptop, right? So how much is developer time worth versus not? So yeah, sorry all. I didn't realize I would have viewers this early in the morning. So thank you for watching. Okay, so we've got Gastown up. Let's say show the dashboard in a background process. Okay, so it still has, so there's state. So we kind of see that it didn't like blow away the work that we were trying to work on earlier. Run dash, okay. Localhost 8081. 8081, okay, cool. All right, so see how we have no polecats? So that means we have no Claude Code agents yet. And these convoys are show gastown directory. Oh yeah, that's what we're trying to work on. We're trying to fix my issue here of not knowing where I'm at. All right, that's what I was wondering also if the 20x Claude Max could handle it. I need to use that for some, so I can't really feed it all to Gastown. Yeah. Got used to Tmux or easily WebView. So you use both. This kind of, the WebView is like a higher level view. Like I can kind of see this at a glance versus Tmux. And then I can go like into Tmux and kind of look at what's going on in here, right? So it's a, I think it's a both situation. Because like with Tmux, you only see the one that's currently running. Okay, so sling the convoy for showing the Gastown directory on the dashboard. Okay. So we've got it's gonna sling. So now it's spun up a polecat worker, Nooks, and we see the status. Cool. Rig Gastown, so you can see what project it's working on. Okay, now it's spinning up the refinery. So it says it's idle, waiting on PRs. Yeah. Sorry, I need to put chat into the OBS window so I can watch you guys. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, Polecat Nooks should begin shortly, so we can take a look at Nooks. And it's started up, but no work assigned. Okay, so that is going to happen. So you can say nudge polecat. nudging Nux. Check your hook and start working. Oops, shit, I detached. So then hook and inbox both empty. I see 2 ready beads, but nothing more slung to me. Don't get it. On my side, only for installation. Adding rig strictly following a README. I already had to make 3 fixes to make it work. When on your side, everything goes fine. I mean, it's a local development like tool, right? So everybody's local environment is going to be different. Well, I'm currently having problems, right, with how it's working, like with like I installed it again and I didn't shut down my other one, so it's having issues there. Please resling or otherwise get Polecat to start working. Okay, so I think it's having issues, yeah, with the beads, the different directories. I actually might think, so I did this is a fix that that Gastown wanted me to make, and this just went in last night, so I wonder if this is an issue. Please revert this PR in Gastown and restart Gastown from that state. So again, this is like alpha software. This is since it's having so many problems with beads, I'm wondering if it's having. Why does it exit? Why is everything exit code 1 now? This turned into, hey, this is a simple beginner tutorial to, I haven't used this in 24 hours and now it's nothing is working. Why is everything very wrong with bash? Okay, it didn't like delete everything. Okay, it didn't like blow my bash away or anything like that. Okay. Okay. Let me detach. Gastown. Shut down. Okay. Gastown may attach. now Bash is working again. Let me try to see. Okay, let's try to do our dashboard path project again. Okay. Sling a convoy to add the working directory to the dashboard. Okay. And if it shows me more beads errors, because like BD, which BD, okay, BD version, okay. I have a feeling it's this. Redirect. Yeah. Please revert this PR and restart Gastown with those changes, because that should work. That this sling shouldn't have this much trouble. So it doesn't know what that beat is, and then yeah, I think this fucked it up, because this just went in last night. So I might have screwed myself here in like multiple ways on this beginner tutorial by breaking Gastown, and then by trying to run Gastown in two different processes on my local machine, and I think this PR might have broken it. Because Gastown suggested this change because it was having trouble like resolving beads paths or whatever. So I'll revert the merge commit. Cool. Now pushing and rebuilding. Oh, it doesn't know my... All right. Yeah. Use GitHub. Yeah, use Git. Well, yeah, can't push origin main. Yeah, use GitHub. Please create a new bead issued tracking this. Or branch to make this change on. Oh, my fork is out of date. Oh no. Oops. Not image. Sync fork. Okay, great. So Sling, yeah. All right, now Sling is working. Okay. Oh no. What the heck? Could not set role slot. BD slot. Failed. Error no issue matching. BD. I wonder if it's a BD. Because I'm using it Go installed the latest version of BD too, so. Instead of using brew version of BD, let's use latest tagged version of BD. Oh, I didn't hit my little thing. Convoy slung. Look at Nux. Okay, all right. It got the work assigned somehow. Okay. So was that revert necessary? So I can go jump between Nux. Yeah, so we can see Nux is a separate gastown or Cloud Code instance here, and it's doing its own work. Feature add CWD display. BD close. Yeah, it's having a bunch of problems with BD. And it's trying to get. Okay. No, the revert wasn't necessary. It was merging it, but we're working on the Michael A fork, which is diverged. Doesn't have the different Git histories. Forks. Well, I'm working on the. Hang on. Okay, synced fork. Let's see. Please refresh our dashboard with our latest changes. Our local host dashboard. Should have CWD. So I'm making it test its own changes. Yeah, it's probably my Marv from Home Alone. I guess so. Apparently. Dash is live. Dashboard is live. Seed is not showing. Let me check what changes Polecat Nux made. Committed. So, but not merged to main yet. All right. All right. So it's going to cherry pick those changes and then try to apply them. So yeah, go build. Go. So it's we're gonna use the latest version of Gastown with the changes that we just did. On main and rebuild. Cool. Does it? GT, well, no, we weren't doing, okay. It doesn't show on the dashboard though. Oh, okay, but, all right, so I guess that, okay. It was only doing on GT status. All right, fine. Okay, so we just did a thing where I wanted to do one thing, but I didn't completely describe that it should be on the web dashboard. So it's going to add it to the web dashboard. Okay, but all right. This went off the rails. This was not the easy beginner tutorial that I wanted to make. And so it should be like, it should be slinging this work. Like it shouldn't, like the mayor should not be doing this work. Okay. All right, so it shows CWD. Cool. Showing where this dashboard, this Gastown dashboard is coming from. Okay, cool. So pkill, it's okay. We lost the polecats though. Chat, where are you tuning in from? Looks like there's 8 of us here, which is amazing. The most I've ever had. Okay. Okay. Okay, we lost the polecats and refinery though. Please sling this convoy to polecat. Please clean up old convoys. On the other side of the world, Romania. Wow. Alabama. Nice. All right, so let's see. What other? Madrid. Wow, I've got an international audience. Because yeah, it is super early. It's almost 6 a.m. West Coast time. Which terminal do I use? I use iTerm 2. I don't know really. I don't know why. Like I don't know. Somebody recommended it, and I just started using it. I don't use any special terminal things. France. Wow, I've got. Man, that's amazing. The power of the internet. Okay, work. Restore polecat workers. Okay, cool. This is Bay Area, Palo Alto, but originally from Sao Paulo. Result. Oh, wow. Okay, so you're an early bird like me. Is there anything else besides iTerm 2 for Mac users? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, cool. So we're trying to get our... we got the CWD directory, like, because I screwed up and wasn't sure what directory I was in, I don't know. I just wanted to give an example of me working on adding a feature to this. But then now we lost polecats and the refinery. So polecat slit is spawning, so we can go and check in on it. So I did this, the control B S to like move this. So then now it's checking out, figuring that out. All right, let's pick up a task here, an issue. BD update from wrong directory. Fails to hook rig level leads from a town route. Yeah, this might be what I'm seeing. Oh, Polecat directory proposed solution. Maybe I'm taking the blame, and somebody else is like looking into this, like Mad Maxime, gastown, chaos. Yeah, chaos all around. Yes, exactly. All right. Since I'm having issues with this, let's say, please sling a convoy around this issue. Always use a competent model. What? If you care about money, yeah. Okay. Work slung to a new polecat before it's booted up. Okay, somebody wants to claim that. Fine. Yeah, I think this is the issue that we're seeing. Get rig as should detect existing piece, and then Rictus spawned. So we got Rictus here, and it says status hooked, and it's going to start on that work. And then on our dashboard, we've got 2 different convoys. And then for okay, so this is another issue that both sections are implemented. Fetches all data. Oh, so it's giving up, but it doesn't like message back to the mayor. So this is something that we, need to work on, where it's like the mayor you kind of have to check in, and that's why I have a web dashboard here to like check in on these guys. But then the web dashboard broke, so please check in on dashboard restore polecat workers. Let's see how much usage we've used. The usage. All right. I'm not really flying right now because I'm just trying to make the freaking thing work. But yeah, you can see before on the 3rd, I used up to. Oh, you can't see. Dang it. You can see. Yeah, this crazy usage on the 3rd. 400. My cat's out the door. 1 second. Ugh. Hey Josh, I'm working on Gastown, and I I think I broke something. Like it was supposed to be a tutorial, but then it's a, you know, it's an alpha project. So it's kind of constantly in flux. I can get the missing sections. So, all right, yeah, the mayor should not be like making updates like this. Okay, cool, great, perfect. That's what we want to see. But then we don't have our changes there of the like we had CWD changes. Please sling this work to a polecat. So you want the mayor to be freed up as much as possible because it's the mayor's supposed to be assigning things out. It's supposed to be like the control plane. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're trying to do this. And then like having this, what gastown is this your SAS? Now this gastown is Steve Yegi. Highly recommend this article. I also wrote an article. It's an agent orchestration tool. So it's a way for us to manage multiple Claude code instances. So I'm using the framework uses tmux. So I do a control B here and tapping S. So I can go between all these different terminal instances, all these different like essentially terminal windows that are running Claude code. And there's a bunch of different roles that are in this framework. Oops. Okay. And mayor is kind of like the control plane. I really would like to did I do this one already? Or did I assign this out? I may go like super YOLO mode regarding terminal. I can highly Wes term, easy to set up shortcuts that bind to tmux commands prefix. Oh, okay, nice. Cool. So we've got, yeah, I've contributed a couple of PRs to this. I'm not the brains. Steve Yegi is the brains. I am just using my Claude code tokens in a hopefully helpful way. So this is, oh shoot, this is the, what change is this? 123. Or wait, no. When slinging cross-rig beads, okay, yeah, so I took that issue and then it created a change for it. For, let's see. The refinery should be working on. Oops. The refinery should be working on. Where's the CWD on the dashboard? Please fix in a new convoy. M4 Max last July, then 2 weeks later, CUDA. Oh yeah, right. Please work on this issue in a new convoy. But that was hopefully that was kind of the point of this. I think I'll make a better tutorial. Like, so I started off this live stream trying to do a fresh install of Gastown, but I kind of screwed myself because I already had Gastown installed and I didn't shut it down prior. And I spent, I don't know, the first, like, I don't know what you guys say, the first hour or so, or maybe not first hour, maybe first like 30 minutes, like undoing that. So I'll make like a proper like tutorial video, especially in the context of 99% of tasks generally being to produce simple web apps or services. What's up, Heartwired? I mean, Gastown is using agents, so I don't know. It's like, I don't know if you could call this simple or whatever, but all right, so I'm starting to sling some convoys here. We've got some more agents spinning up. We're working on Gastown issues. So we've got, oh shit. Oh shit. Am I DDoSing? Or not DDoSing, but like add cleanup stats to add debug logging for suppressed errors in session startup. Auto close session. Oh shit. Is this? Okay, so I opened up a bunch of PRs. Yeah, you want to talk to the mayor. You eventually want to talk to the other agents. Like you have to do Control B and then S, and look around at all these other agents. But suddenly I opened up a bunch of fucking PRs. I'm not totally sure why. These aren't... Are these... Is doing so much complex work in order to help us produce generally simple things. 99% of real work settings. Appreciate where we can use 2 commands and get it up and running. Hello. Hey, says XEX. I used your comments to like reinstall Gastown with Claude, and it worked, but I didn't completely uninstall my previous instance of Gastown, so I spent the first like 30 minutes screwing myself. But yeah, good tip on trying to install Gastown with Claude. So I'm gonna ask, hey, why did we open up all these PRs against Gastown? Why did we open up all these PRs against Gastown? Doing so much complex work and help us produce. Well, depends. I feel like are from Polecat refinery work that got pushed instead of your fork. Oh, okay. Claude and GLM keep costs low. Nice. How to start from here on. Okay. I don't know how to start from here. Yeah. So you tell it to sling convoys of whatever you want to kind of develop. Current remotes. When remotes misconfigured, refinery outputs and Polecat work that actually target upstream instead of your fork. Please merge them all in one PR if they are relevant to the convoys. Describe the changes too. I just discovered if you install Cloud Code using native install, the GTD will kill tmux every 3 minutes because it looks for a process name node or Claude. Oh, but native install of Cloud Code name its session with a Cloud Code version number, so it fucks up everything. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think I'm not sure how I installed Cloud Code. It might have been Homebrew. I'm not sure. But yeah, we have a bunch of PRs now that I didn't mean to make. So I'm telling it to undo those. Or at least merge them all into one so I can get a handle. Good feature would be specifying which model. Yeah. Oh, native install, as in like you built it yourself? Probably with brewer npm, yeah. Okay, so we've got please sling a convoy to add the total number of convoys, total number of refinery merge queue PRs, and the total number of Polecat workers in the list. Yes, please close the 12 accidental PRs. All right. Now we're back on track, I think. All right. What other improvements should we do? Chat, what should we do? Using the tmux are named differently of what Damon expect them to be named. Okay. All right. Claude usage check-in. Only 23% used. The goal is to get to 100% usage. All right. agents restart every 3 minutes. Oh, this must be your issue. Every 3 minutes. Yeah, a rig is a Git repo, but it's got extra state around it. It's got it contains the Git work trees and other stuff within it. Okay. Okay, cool. So we got our CWD up there. And then we're going to we closed all those accidental PRs. Cool. Cool. Please open PRs if they are ready. With Refinery. Is Claude running detection fails agents restart over? Please sling this issue to a convoy. Please sling this work to a convoy. So I'm just, as an example, I'm just going through these freaking issues and I'm gonna, just let it cook. Let it cook, as the kids say. Okay. Slinging. So we're spinning up a bunch of these. I set up something wrong. GT status takes like 1 minute to show stuff. It does not. Mayor creates the issue and then solves them, I think. Yeah. Yeah. GT status took a while for me, but it sped up for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of weird. GT status. Yeah. Well, this is the GT in my other directory. So if I go to GT1, GT status. Yeah, so important note, GT depends on what directory you're in. if you wanted to run multiple gastowns for some reason. Notice this is my old gastown directory, my original one, and it shows like all these are dead. And then we're in this GT1 gastown, and all these are like spawning, running. What's the refinery doing? The refinery, okay, gotcha. All merge processes, queue is clear, awaiting new work. Okay, gotcha. So it just opened up. Primary language for Gastown is go for its speed. Gastown, primary language for Gastown is Go, not for necessarily its speed, but Go seems to work best for vibe coding, at least for backend projects. Something about the statically typedness of it and how it's like pretty simple. Steve Yegi calls it like it's very vanilla, like it's not exciting as a language, and the simplicity makes it much easier for models to get their heads around it. Is Gastown Dockerized would help with lots of these setup issues people are experiencing. No, but would that make sense? Because like it's changing all these like directories and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, because it's maintaining state as like its own like Git repository. I don't know if that would work, but I don't know. You tell me. Beat sync, I don't want that. Let me just delete that. And then what's this one? Activity. So I'm talking to the refinery now. Do we need this branch? So we can still talk to not Mayor Claude instances. This period branches 4 commits. Non-merge queue and no mail requesting. It looks like still. Please check to see if this work is elsewhere or we wanted it somewhere else. I have a mayor session running that I can't stop or reattach to, just at the CLI in the same tmux session. So you're running that I can't just at the CLI in the same tmux session. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it can work in terms of working across multiple directories, etc. A mayor container can spin up other worker containers mounted to their relevant project repo directories. Yeah, that's true. We can use like Docker mounts and stuff. Potentially. It's a bit extra work on GT's part to manage that, though. Yep. Yeah, it's all trade-offs. Let's check in on refinery. There's one unique change. Resolve beads. Probably close beads and polecat work trees. No longer exists, but it looks legitimate for. Sure, yeah, cherry pick and make a PR. Please tell the refinery to work to make the different PRs builds green. Did we do this one already? Cross rig. All right, all right, we're gonna really blow up my usage here. Please tell refinery after each PR build is passing to run a critic agent that analyzes each PR based on the shiny formula. I think the thing is called shiny. Shiny workflow with security audit. Okay. Context left until auto compact 11%. So that's kind of also the trick with this is that it gracefully auto compacts since there's a bunch of state in the repo like that. That's why there's it sets up the gastown directory in such a way, right? Like we were talking about rigs and kind of the being in a particular gastown, like there's a bunch of like directories for all the different roles and stuff. So we save the state off, I think, in such a way that it is able to kind of pick things back up once it compacts. Send to the refinery, new workflow for each PR, create PR, wait for green CI, fix failures if needed, spawn shiny critic, adjust critic feedback, merge after critic approval. Yeah. Cool. So let's look at so the refinery is working. Let's look at show me model flag for polecat work. Polecat. So yeah, the dashboard is super nice to kind of keep track of everything that's going on. Because without it, you have to run the command for it, and it may not be up to date or whatever, right? Completed the model flag feature. Okay. Is there a PR for this feature? Sending to refinery. Okay, cool. So it knows what to do with, there's this workflow that it knows what to do. I asked if there's a PR, and it was like, oh, there's a branch, but no PR yet, so we'll send it to the refinery. So the refinery is kind of this one point of contact to oh, cool. 5 convoys auto closed, work completed. Great. Sweet. That's nice. Cheeto also completed sending to the refinery. Cool. Perfect. Nice. Refinery's working. Okay, cool. I think that's the coolest part, is watching the refinery just churns, just chugs along, and just makes all this stuff. Like it's the real workhorse. That's kind of the impetus, or not the impetus, but the way Gastown moves forward is through the refinery. The refinery kind of keeps things moving, keeps things getting merged. Hey, what's up, everybody in the chat? Where are you from? Why are you guys up early? I know we have some people from Europe in here. Just curious. And I think one person from the West Coast, from San Mateo or San Francisco. Who else is here? And if you have any suggestions on what I should be working on with Gastown, let me know. Oh, it's 2 linked PRs. New Zealand from Ireland. Wow. International. Poland. I think I've probably only one US person, or no, there's somebody from Alabama. So, wow, this is amazing. Oh, somebody has a fix for this already. All right. 5 hours sleep, I will be in Gastown. agents need patrol. Sit idle at prompt waiting for input. Nobody auto checks mail or work stalls. Molecule to extend keys tire ejects patrol prompts. GT and BD are not playing well. Watching from Phoenix while I get the day started. Trying to wrap my head around all the distractions. Steve Yagi dropped on us over the break. Yep. Thanks for learning in public. Yep, that is the point. Like I figured I would take the plunge and do all this work and try to, I don't know, figure it out for the rest of us. Because yeah, I can't go back. Like this is just too good. I cannot not have this. All right, so we've got, let's take a look at the refinery. All PRs passing CI, awaiting merge approval. Nice. Mole bond error. Please make a critic agent per PR and analyze each set of changes. I think there was some kind of like analysis that, let me look. Or no, that's issues, pull requests. Seven-point code review. I don't know where it got this 7-point code review on, but sure, let's use this. Please review all open PRs with the 7-point code review process similar to this. Let's take a look at our usage. Only 30% used. Dang. I'm not doing any work. This is well, all right. I'm going to work on this issue. I know this dude wanted to, but I know this dude wants to work on this issue, but I mean, because I've been seeing beads issues here too. I guess, yeah, that's just I don't know, quote unquote, the culture maybe of open source, or at least for this project. I don't know. Like, you just start doing it, right? Like, you have all the tools. You are working on the tools to make things happen. Just do it. Like, make a fork, make a PR, and Steve will look it over, approve it or not, or, like, it's ultimately his decision. So, all right, we're back at the mayor. Please set up a convoy with the shiny formula to work on should auto nudge. Set up a witness that helps nudge the polecats. Or is there a reason you're doing it manually? I don't know how to set up a witness. I wasn't aware that was a thing. Like, I knew it was a role, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You taught me something. Please set up a witness to nudge the polecats and hustle the refinery. I don't know. I didn't know that was. I just kind of thought it was a thing that ran itself. I didn't know that I needed to ask it to do something. Wait, I'm using gastown to debug and fix gastown. Yes, I am. Okay, cool. So I guess it was dead. The witness was dead. Start patrol now. Nudge idle polecats and push refinery process. Okay, cool. Great. I guess you have to tell the witness to do stuff. Tell the witness to do its job. Witness will keep the engine running. Okay, so yeah, I didn't know that you're supposed to kick the witness. Kick the witness to then it kicks other people. You would, I don't know. Maybe that's a thing we should have. Create a convoy to automatically start up the witness when the mayor is started up. Or actually ultra think and plan with the shiny process formula to think through gastown agent initialization of all the roles. Yep, exactly. The refinery exists because polecats work in parallel, and the refinery needs to figure out how to correctly merge all their changes together. Yep, you got it. So, yeah, typically, like if you're working in like one project or multiple projects, and you're creating this massive number of PRs, yeah, you need to figure out how all these changes work together. Oops. Refinery. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what goes where when. Yep. Review approved. Okay, so the refinery went through all these different things. Maybe not this one. Maybe not that one either. the refinery should make a comment on all PRs with the 7-point code review. Yeah, like I wanted to post the comment. Doesn't that just kind of mean that the refinery's synchronous bottleneck after a bunch of parallel tasks when I just run a pull area? It's synchronous because like the polecats can could be modifying the same files, and there could be merge conflicts like that pile up, right? So it's better to have like one agent that is dedicated to doing that, and knows all that. But like, yeah, you fan out and then you merge back in. It's like map and reduce or something. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'll post the 7-point reviews. Okay, cool. So it's correctness, performance, testing. Please add, or actually, I'll for all open PRs, please add automated tests, sling this work out to a new convoy. All right, let's look at. All right, chat. I need to run to the restroom really quick. Watch this. Watch this for me while I go. All right, thanks for sticking with me, chat. Okay, cool. Tries to fix my issue 102. This is not the real fix. I need a matcher to test the Claude version number. Native instance Claude uses it as a tmux name. Okay. Cool. Please sling to a new convoy with this feedback. All right. It's compacting. So, yeah, let's see if it survives the compaction. Okay. Got PR 171 details. Shield. The user says is wrong. Need a version number matcher instead. So, Qualinos JT. Yeah, we're working on it. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's look at the refinery. I think if I were to like check in manually on two things, it would probably just be the mayor and the refinery, because the refinery is like we were talking about earlier. Like Socks Pasta Rock was saying, like it's a synchronous start and the synchronous end. Like it and then we parallelize in the middle, right? We parallelize all the polecats in the middle. The mayor is kind of the start of the process, and the refinery is kind of the end of the process. So if there's going to be things that we manually check on, it would be those. Okay, new work, add a design document for agent initialization. Okay, cool. Because, yeah, this particular one was... like I didn't know to start up a witness, right? Like chat, whoever said that, MJ Meyer builds, yeah, let me know that, hey, oh, the witness is supposed to do all this stuff, right? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know I was supposed to tell it to do it, right? Like the mayor should know how to set up Gastown correctly. Add design document. Oh, okay. Cool. So I think this one we said we cherry picked this one. Yeah, we want to delete that. Design document, agent init. Refinery start. Oh, I said optionally. Oh, maybe I didn't do a GT start. I said GT daemon start. Okay. Alright, run GT start. Is it visible? Okay. Please make a convoy for implementing this design. Oh. Please sling a convoy for implementing this design. Please sling a convoy for implementing this design. Okay. Sometimes whisper flow. Oh, it was up here. That's where it went. Integration branches around the hardcode. All right, let's see usage. Ooh, usage jumped up to 42%. Okay. Please sling a convoy with the shiny formula to fix this. $20 people in the chat. What's up, guys? Gastown, when this had stopped. Oh, did I do this one right? No, somebody else did. Shiny formula not available. Sling a convoy to figure out why this isn't working. Root cause of shiny flag looks for, but the actual form is just shiny. Okay, that's what it is. Fix lookup logic. Okay, cool. All right. Townset struct. I found out the hard way that gastown depends on which directory I tried making a demo gastown separate directory and got mixed up where I was at. Okay. Please sling a convoy to add tests, automated tests, to this. Hey, Qualinos, how does this look? Oops. Sling a convoy to fix this error message that happens every time we try to sling. Polecats, complete work, we can't push the... Yes. Oh, okay. Please sling a convoy to fix this, to accept fork workflows. Then adding a repo that does not have beads initially as rig will trigger new issues. Okay. Okay, thank you. What was that? This comment, your previous comment in regards to the adding a repo does not have beats initially as rig will trigger new issues. Prefix mismatches for witness and refiner agents. So much. It's a glycelia, if that's how you say it. Yeah, no, this is brand new stuff. Like as of the first. Yeah, you dropped it on the first. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is why I built it. What I asked to have this dashboard is because this gets kind of ridiculous when you like send work out and then you forget about it, and then you have to be like, oh shit, what did I do a long time ago? And if in case things get stuck or whatever. So, oh, okay. Please close PR 173 if we're going to continue with. Oh, shit. Please close PR 173 if we're going to implement this. Please sling a new convoy to address all PR comments on open PRs that we opened today. Please sling a convoy to ensure that all PRs that we opened are passing CI checks. Chat, what are we making with Gastown? What are you guys working on? Whole cap, security fix, all stream out, command injection, add tests, sorry, open PRs. Okay, cool. So, all right, let's see how far along we're here. We're at 53% used for this session, and for everything this week, 41% used on the $200 a month subscription, and it resets on Saturday. We're on Monday, and we're 41% of the way through this Claude Code subscription. Just a reminder, I don't know, just shameless plug, check out my newsletter. Go ahead. I'm going to try to put out one every week. This one is about my experiences with Gastown, how I used it for 10 hours within the first 48 hours. And that's kind of how I got ahead of this. Not ahead. I mean, we're still 4 days in or whatever, right? But yeah, please sign up for the newsletter. I'm trying to put out content that is relevant for people using agents to build. Okay. Oh, this is my gastown. Okay, let's see what the refinery is doing. Refinery is spawn convoy. Let me see deal. Polecat. New branch. Okay, cool. Support hyphenated rig names. Oh, we don't do that? Please make sure CI is passing on a convoy. But yeah, like, what we need to get around is it. So I'm gonna rant here. Like, since we've gotten people are dropping off, probably going to work or whatever, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to 100%. It's my goal to get to 100%, and really like just use up the subscription. But yeah, I think the point of vibe coding and work, like this type of workflow, is to like maximize the amount of stuff that we do, right? Like we're trying to, like Yegi says, this is trying to maximize throughput. Okay, what does maximize throughput mean? People, traditionalists may say, oh, that's not careful enough, we're not thinking about it or whatever. It's like, but really it's we're taking shots on goal. We are trying and failing and iterating, which is kind of the whole point of computer science, right? And programming. That's how we learn everything, is by trying and failing and iterating and doing the thing, right? I think vibe coding maximizes the amount of iterations that we can do. Is there a process that we can do to make these things better? Yes, totally. And are we going to produce slop? Yeah, we're going to get embarrassed, right? We're going to get caught out and figure out what is the best way to use these tools. But the genie isn't going back in the bottle. Like, these tools are here to stay. People are going to use them. We just need to figure out what the best ways to use them are. Whether that be like super intense, whatever, AI agent code reviews, adding a bunch of tests each time, and really observing inputs and outputs, and kind of speaking, like going from a higher level. Like all this is black box stuff, right? Like we are accepting that we aren't going to completely understand how all this stuff works, but neither does your managers, right? Like the whole idea of like, oh my God, nobody will understand it. Well, nobody above you understands it, and their job depends on you like doing the thing correctly, right? So we're just kind of pushing it down. We're just kind of pushing it down another level. It's like, instead of us ultimately understanding how the code works, but like, spoiler alert, you don't understand how the code works like 6 months later. I don't remember what I wrote 6 months ago, right? Like, who remembers what they wrote, the code they wrote 6 months ago, right? And exactly how it works without having to review it, right? Like, this is the problem that we've always had to deal with, and it's now like we're pushing it kind of one layer down. So anyways, that was my rant for the day. Dude, it's test setup bug. Test creates a bearer revote. PR changes are correct. Okay. Cool. Chat, do you feel me on that? I mean, if you're here, you probably like vibe coding, so. Sling hook step. I don't have to love that. I don't have to know how the code works. Looking at over Opus 4.5 code is actually much easier. Just to look over the code. Most juniors I've worked with over the last 20 years. Yeah, exactly. Run this manual test on a convoy and respond back to the PR. Please use counts to dashboard section headers. Refresh our local host dashboard with that change. Please sling fixing the CI to a convoy. Please fix this CI on a convoy. Please fix this CI on a convoy. Maybe I need to restart WhisperFlow. It's getting kind of slow. Or maybe I need to close out more of my applications here. Let's see. CPU looks good. Memory pressure is okay. Yeah, I don't know why WhisperFlow is like lagging. Okay. Oh shit. Did we lose convoys? No convoys found? Oh no. Okay, cool. Let's see. 64% used. I'm out. All right, see you, MJ Meyer Builds. Nice to see you. What are you guys building? What are you going to use Gastown for? I really want to use it at work today. I'm going to, it's my first day back at work today after the Christmas break. And, yeah, they're going to look at me crazy. They're going to be like, what is all of this? So, yeah, that'll be weird. What about you guys? Okay, cool. Great. Look at this. Dash down convoys, 10. Polecat workers, 21. Refinery merge queue, 0. That's a feature we added. Thanks for the walkthrough. Have a nice day. Nice to see you. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm planning on streaming probably Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. That's kind of like the days I don't do jujitsu. So yeah, I'm an early morning person. So yeah, you'll see me on in the morning. Generally, probably those days. So. Woke up at night to code, and now you're heading to work to code. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night. I went to bed late, and I woke up early this morning, like too early, like at 3 a.m., because we have a mini fridge in our bedroom, my wife and I's bedroom, and it was making a noise, and I had to unplug it, and now and just my mind was racing because I was like, I don't know, I was just super excited to get on here and like try to create a beginner's kind of tutorial, but ended up not apparently. So yeah. um, so I wonder, since all these kind of like let's see. Okay. Let's do create a convoy to make the following CI pass. I'm slowing down now. Is that lack of sleep is catching up. Let's see. I need to set up some music. Like, I know, like, you can't play like copyrighted music or whatever, but some kind of easy listening. Something to keep me going. Cherry picks were successfully pushed. Okay. All right, what else should we add to the dashboard? Like, I feel like maybe if there's an associated PR for a convoy, maybe that should be a column. Just so like we kind of whatever. Steve Yagi calls it count your babies in terms of using like agents to, like, you ask the agent to do something and then you got to make sure it actually does the thing. So let's create a convoy to create a new column in the convoy's dashboard to link to a PR for the convoy if available. But yeah, no way that like last activity is 1 minute. Create a convoy to figure out why last activity for convoys does not reflect the last activity for the polecat workers. Because yeah, like all these polecat workers should be like done. Please clean up unused polecat workers. Chat, what do you want to see happen? Anything else? According to the system, all have reasons to stay. Why do they have reasons to stay? Please check to see if the clods are active for each of the polecats. Try projects like Automaker, AutoClod. I get gastown's idea of tmux sessions, agents talking to each other. But efficiency-wise, I'm not sure if it's a big step up from those solutions yet. I haven't checked out those. Automaker, AutoClod. Agentic. Start directing agents. Okay, gotcha. Now I haven't checked these out. This is like a Kanban board. Yeah, I mean, this might be a nice interface around this. They're also from the long harness demo at derived from the, okay, gotcha. AutoClod. Gotcha. But 22 polecats don't aren't actively doing anything in Claude, please check the outputs and to see if they are idle. Yeah, it might. This might be the same thing. Agent terminals. Okay, so you can look at all the terminals going on. Yeah, for sure. This could be. We're gonna see a lot of probably the same tools. This is kind of like a pet. I don't know. Issue of mine is that, or a kind of a. Hang on, let me. Yeah, it's doing capture pane. Let's see. Yeah. So basically, all the low-hanging fruit is good. There's going to be 1,000 different apps of all the low-hanging fruit with this, right? A lot of different clones of clones. And it just kind of all depends on probably community support and if, like, are these guys going to do it a long time? I was literally working on my own system using beads, MCP agent all for a week before Yagi dropped GT. Parking an idea here. Haven't tried GT yet, but wondering if convoys follow beads dependency trees, make some collapsible rows in dashboard, or simply visualize them with elbows without table hell. Good luck. Thank you. Yep, convoys follow beads dependency trees. So, like, yeah, a convoy is like a collection of beads, and it's a set of work around trying to accomplish something. But it's not beads limited to any one rig. If you have multiple rigs, a convoy can have beads across those multiple rigs. So yeah, maybe make some collapsible rows. So you're saying collapsible rows showing the beads that are in progress for the convoys? Yeah, that makes sense. Confirm in chat before I start doing that, I guess. Yes, please close 22 idle polecats if they're all waiting at Claude prompt. Check each polecat to see if it's waiting on Claude prompt and close it if it's not being used. Yep, okay, cool. Please add a convoy for showing the beads dependency trees under each convoy as a collapsible row. or visualize them with elbows without table hell. No, thanks for the idea, Tiny Maddox XYZ. I mean, this is tools for everyone, right? Like we want to all be able to use this and enjoy it. So, okay, cool. Polecat workers. But I have a feeling that we don't. Okay. Cool. Please refresh the current localhost dashboard with latest dashboard changes across all PRs. That's the tricky thing, is like testing this, because all we changed the dashboard like a handful of times, but maybe like consolidate. Maybe that's a better word. Consolidate. All right, 76% used. Actually, just consolidate all the dashboard changes into one PR if possible. Actually, just consolidate all the dashboard changes onto one PR if possible. Please examine all of the open PRs and group by relatedness to consolidate them down to a more manageable number. In terms of file changes and capture the point. Maybe not do that. Let's not do that. Well, for specific things, let's consolidate. Please update these PRs with proper titles and descriptions. Are you guys going back to work today? Is everybody heading back? So I see people. I think our max viewers were like 20. Now we're down to like 11. So people heading into work. At work now. All right. White trash shirts. Oh, you're Alabama. Yeah, you're headed. You're in the future. Heading off to work. Yep. It's about that time. Thanks all for tuning in. If you're heading out, I've got let's see. I think my first meeting's at 9. I need to check. Roll Tide. Do I have X Twitter? Yeah, my X is Mike Lady or Enterprise Vibe Code. Yeah, Mike Lady _ I send out, I don't know, kind of like random thoughts there. GMT to way ahead in the future, 7 p.m. Wow, yeah. I guess a better way, or my my most recommended way, I guess, to stay connected is sign up for the newsletter. I'm trying to put out one a week. And just it's all my thoughts. Kind of like the tweets are like really, I don't know, just there to be spicy or whatever, and like really small ideas. But if you're here for a live stream, you probably like long form stuff. And my newsletter is going to be like, yeah, more longer form things. So yeah, my latest one is just about get gastown and how we're this is a new era. And how, yeah, I'm probably going to be paying $200 a month for Cloud Code for the foreseeable future. And I don't know, we'll see if gastown can incorporate other models and whatnot, or other agents, support for other agents. Damn, I should have worked on that. That would have been super dope. But yeah, I've got 81%. I don't think I'll be able to do that. All right, update resolve. Please fix title and description for this. What happened to consolidating all dashboard PRs into one PR? Well, I'm a full-time learner these days, laid off last year from, oh no, 20-year cyber IT career, so I figured may as well try to be productive anyways. Sorry to hear that, man. That's, yeah, it's tough. And yeah, these companies are going to use AI as an excuse to lay people off, but like nobody's really using it right now, right? Like nobody's I don't know. It's it's not in full swing. So I would say, yeah, keep applying, doing the regular thing, but I would also like, I don't know, yeah, engage with this. Like, not just watch me, but like do the stuff yourself. And if you can show, hey, at least that's my idea. Like I'm still thankfully employed, but like this is my end around of like having to do coding interviews and leak code and system design and whatnot. Is just, I don't know, having this skill set and showing, hey, I can vibe code and produce good output, and like it's still just as good as regular coding, right? So I don't know, that's my strategy. But yeah, that sucks. Sorry to hear, man. Convoy dashboard. Segment on your channel teach the new about yeah, I've had a couple people ask me about that, so yeah, I may do that. Work done, going home, have an awesome day. Hey, thank you, you too. Have a good one. um Please refresh local dashboard with the consolidated dashboard code. Convoy live pull hour. Let's rethink this one, because what does it mean for a convoy to be active and say it's completed and working on a PR and waiting for a PR to be merged, it shouldn't continue to depend on a polecat status. Okay. Yep. Let's do but then also have a state for if the polecat is stuck or idle. Please fix CI tests for this. Yeah, so this is I'm trying to figure out this like the state of the convoys, like refinery status. Okay. Refinery. Control cycle complete. Hand off block to maintain. All open PRs verified. What is the status of the dashboard activity status? Planning. Please kick this to a polecat. Please create an example caravan or convoy with a 3-layer deep bead dependency tree to demonstrate the dashboard drop-down menu. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Is the drop down of the dependency tree a list of the beads that need to be implemented in order? Please sling this to a polecat. Who is doing the activity state status design? But yeah, white trash trades. If you're still in here, I would just do this. Like do what I'm doing is like fire up Gastown, play around with it, start making issues, and like making PRs against Gastown. Like that's all I'm doing. Like I'm no expert. Like I started doing this at whatever 4 days ago. When everyone else did. So like I'm no expert. Like I've just been using Claude Code a little bit for I don't know a few months now. I've used AutoCloud. Is similar to those, just with a stronger harness. No, I haven't. Somebody mentioned that earlier. AutoCloud. Yeah, do you like have one Claude that you like talk to I guess. Cloud Code CLI, Git repository. Spawn multiple agents for parallel work. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, this probably... This may be better for people with GUIs who like GUIs. I think maybe we need to, I mean, says the guy with the dashboard. Says the guy who was talking about the dashboard. Yeah, maybe we are re-implementing that to some degree here. Spin up multiple tasks on the board, set up different work trees, and they work in parallel. Gotcha. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I don't know. I would have to play around with it to see. But I think there's something to, like, I don't know, not being in the weeds potentially. Yeah, I don't know, because, like, if you don't, I don't know. I'm also operating off of 3 hours of sleep, so, like, whatever I say right now, like, don't hold me to the highest standard here. But I feel like this framework, you're able to just kind of, like, sling work off and not really care too much how it gets done. You don't care about the how, you care about the inputs and outputs. But initial setup is brutal. Yeah, it's, I mean, I kind of foot-gunned myself today. I tried setting it up again to, like, as a demo. But I didn't shut down my previous one, so yeah, things got messed up. So yeah, I do think there is going to be something to the formulas in Gastown. We haven't, like, really done too much of that, or, like, Steve Yagi has some like, example formulas in there, but I think there's going to be a lot to do with how we schedule work to these different polecats, and that making that flexible instead of, like, a hard whatever structured thing. I think that's going to be interesting, and we haven't seen, you know, like, Steve Yagi was talking about how, yeah, Gastown is like Kubernetes. So yeah, we had other orchestration services before, right? Or orchestration, like, you could have ran Docker or Mesos or whatever before Kubernetes. But we had Kubernetes, like, people adopted Kubernetes because it was so customizable, so configurable, that the world was more open rather than a kind of closed, opinionated system. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of gas here. Like, I only had, like, 3 hours of sleep because went to bed late, woke up middle of the night. Yeah, so hope that makes sense. Why, like, me justifying why this is different, I don't know. I also just like interacting with it from the terminal, but at the same time having this dashboard or whatever, I don't know. Let's see. What's going on with the dependency tree showcase? It may be that, okay, this is one more thought about this. Maybe why Gastown is good is that you aren't as oh, sorry about that. Alarm went off on my phone, morning alarm, and I used my phone for my camera. So maybe because you're not in the terminals and you're not watching what each individual thing does, maybe this is putting you at like a little bit higher level. Yeah, I don't know. Or this could just be my first orchestration tool, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever, and I haven't used any other orchestration tools, and maybe other ones are better. Who knows? Forgive me for a second, guys. I am going to turn my camera off. I'll keep the... I need to check my Slack and make sure, like, I need to look at work stuff for a second. All right, I'm back. Depends on how much you can get done with each orchestration tool, but they are pretty similar, all things considered. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, ultimately it's throughput. How effective are you at each tool? And I think that's what the people not sticking with one tool. People jump from tool to tool, week to week, and they don't actually build experience in one tool. And I think it's like the power of the tool. Power of the tool is one thing, and then experience with the tool is another. And I feel like sometimes people expect the tools to do way more than they actually do. People expect the tools to do everything, or like they expect each tool to be like a plus 10%, plus 20%. They expect it only to add, but this is kind of a business thing. Alex Hormozy says this: each change you do to like a business workflow, you have to dock 20% because you're learning something new. You have to dock 20% efficiency. So to even like get back up to normal, you have some amount of learning curve. So yeah, I don't know. Depends. It all depends, and maybe we are maybe we're all building the same thing. Auto maker. And maybe this is all like low-hanging fruit that ultimately, I don't know, maybe it's personal preference. Like, when was the first pull request for this guy? Last month? They just started this last month? It's about, will these tools become more or less useful as AI models improve? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe like the thing with people building on OpenAI, they're finding that the people who use OpenAI's API are like the companies who build on top of OpenAI's API are getting their features kind of stolen from them, right? So OpenAI is kind of incorporating your entire company is now a feature, right? So yeah, maybe we won't need these things as AI models kind of absorb these features. So I mean, sure, like where's the official Claude orchestrator, right? Like, shouldn't we have one? Shouldn't they like have an official way to manage multiple Claudes? Don't they want more people to use more Claude tokens? Like they're financially incentivized to do so, right? So I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, this is there's complete things now. Yeah. What's the status on the state machine work? Life cycle state machine. Isn't Claude Code pretty behind features? The models are state of the art, but their tools are a bit behind. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's probably. I think maybe that's the usefulness of these type of tools, these orchestration tools, is because I think what the frontier models don't want you to know or don't want you to notice is that when you use multiple models together, it's pretty synergistic, right? Claude wants you to only pay for Claude and like whatever, dump all your money and all your to pay for all of Claude's tokens. They don't want you to notice, hey, Codex is pretty good at reviewing and is pretty thorough. What if we use Codex and Claude together and orchestrate them together? So I think maybe that's where these third-party orchestration tools can fit in, is that they use these multiple agents together. Active, simple. Please close other dashboard PRs and open the consolidated PR. Sling that, please. Vibe Kanban does multiple AI things as well, Codex, Cloud Code, Open Code, etc. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, again, all these tools kind of like compete and will converge. Consolidated dashboard. Oh, do we need? Send to refinery. And I think, yeah, just the competition maybe between all these different things is a good thing. Like that's it pushes. They all push each other, and yeah, maybe we end up with, I don't know, 3 to 10 agent orchestrators. Okay, fine. One will probably win out, or maybe, I don't know, handful. And or maybe they get bought, maybe they get acquired by OpenAI or Claude because they don't want to spin up their own agent orchestrator, right? So there's room for multiple ones in the market. Please close or delete the branches if they're not needed. Please merge in the dependency tree into the consolidated dashboard PR. All right, we're coming up on usage, 90% usage. We're at 46% for the week. Yeah, working on this to make this dashboard nice. I think there's something to yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is a Kanban board type of thing or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this works. Maybe that's what this channel turns into is me testing out all these different things. Testing out Vibe, Kanban, Orchestrate AI coding agents, yeah. Yeah, I mean this is good. I'll look into these. Maybe I'll do other orchestrators to test it out. What is it? Could try again and do the same task sometime. Could be any way to compare, just different directories. Yeah, definitely. Might be an interesting test. Okay. How many PRs did we have open? Did we open today? In a way, this project being open source can be seen as just different developers using their Claude tokens to speed up development since there's limits to everyone's tokens. Yeah, I would say that. Like, that's kind of, we're pooling our resources together to make a tool better. I mean, same thing with these guys, right? Like, all these guys are open source and seemingly have big communities around them, and yeah, I don't know. I think these are probably better for, I don't know. Yeah. Non-technical people, maybe. I don't know. Maybe technical people use them and they're good too. I don't know. I'm not. I wasn't terribly aware of them, or I wasn't. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I didn't want to pay attention. Who knows? Yeah. Choose your coding agent. Cool. Yeah. These guys, vibe Kanban. Oops. I'll star them so I don't lose them. Anyways, so we currently open our 30, closed 26, merged 8. Which ones do we merge? From our fork. Oh, okay. Oh, I think this is just for the PR, all the PRs in total. Oh, yeah, sure. All these. Yeah. But, okay, from our fork, 19 open PRs. We'll count it 19 PRs for today, because there was a lot of like opening, closing, and consolidating, whatnot. But yeah. So, anyways, last plug. Sign up for the newsletter. House all are just predominantly just Claude as their AI. Yeah, I mean, because Claude is kind of the leader in at least the enterprise side of AI coding, and that's what people are willing to spend their money on. So please sign up for the newsletter. That's just, I'm looking to put out an article once a week, usually on the weekends, in depth about stuff I learned this week and stuff I've noticed with making vibe coding work in the enterprise. So anyways, about to log off. Hope everyone has a good day. Thanks all for sticking with me. Gotta go to work, unfortunately. All right, peace.